You've confirmed ionic absorption and strong leaching results. How many holes are planned and what total meters are targeted to support a maiden resource by Q1 2026? Will those results cover multiple zones or just the most advanced block? That's a very, very important question. The problem with a district scale discovery is that it puts you in a hard position to make choices and to focus. So there's, of course, one strategy, which would be let's go out and try to drill the biggest resource we can as soon as possible. So we come out with potentially 1 billion tons. It's exciting. It's great to be waving your hands saying you have 1 billion tons of rare earths, but we're not sure that this is necessarily the best strategy to start with. Given time and given the results we've shown, and given the fact you're all familiar with OBI, critical minerals, I don't think it's too hard for you to see the really district scale, the sort of size you have there. What excites us the most is the possibility of outlining a very high-grade resource capable of producing a highly valuable and extraordinarily pure concentrate. So this is what we're targeting. It's not the waving hands, hundreds of millions of tons. It's a very high-quality resource. So drilling is targeted for that. And that's what we hope to deliver. We hope that with Q1 resource calculation, we will be able to point investors to a resource capable of potentially supporting a very profitable operation that will be the object of the preliminary economic assessment should be developed on top of it. With regard to ERW that you were just commenting on and are excited about, how much annual capacity from your current 3 billion tons plant could that use if a deal were to happen? Do you have enough capacity with your current infrastructure? Let's put it this way. If those big buyers, those hyperscalers, if they're right, if it's true that they have this unlimited purchasing demand that they are telling people they do and they want it to be developed, if they're right, their carbon footprint is massive. I don't think that if we were to produce 50 million tons per year of our rock and applied all capturing carbon, I don't think we would be able to fully offset what their carbon emissions are and how much they want. And this is even $500 billion invested in data centers for AI. It's something that I was talking the other day to a very senior analyst in the fertilizer space, and we had some interesting conversations, or he had some interesting opinions about what might happen to potash producers in face of ERW and in face of the need from hyperscalers to be able to deliver a more society-friendly answer to data rooms and climate change. So yes, it is big, and if you want to extrapolate it even more, you can even start thinking about conventional potash producers becoming roadkill in the fight against climate change. I would say a little bit more, becoming roadkill, perhaps not in the fight against climate change, but becoming roadkill in the narrative construction to society about how AI can be sustainable. I think we need to be much more pragmatic than just thinking about climate change. I think we need to be much more pragmatic. We need to think about the hyperscalers. We need to think about the amount of money they're investing in data centers with AI. We need to think about what that means in terms of a carbon footprint, and we need to think about how they can build a narrative that is consistent with the future most of society expects and what most of society expects from companies. So it's something that has taken a long time to happen, and hopefully you're very close to announcing. And yes, and I think it might be the beginning of something truly amazing for all of us.